welcome back. If you are new to my channel, I am Risa. This is Risa Does Makeup, and every month I put out a monthly favorites video. Sometimes they're just favorites, sometimes they're favorites and fails, depending on if I have any fails that month. What I have been trying to do now is to not automatically just go right ahead and return product failures, because that's usually what I do. I mean, like you, I pay good money for these products, and if they're total failures, I will most likely just take them right back to Sephora or to Ulta. I know in some other countries you don't have that privilege. You bought it, it's yours, you own it. And we are lucky here in the United States that we can actually return product if we've tried it and we didn't like it. And usually I don't like to do that. I like to get foundation samples ahead of time or read reviews, watch videos on YouTube. But you know, sometimes it just happens. You buy something that everybody maybe loves and you get it home and it just doesn't work for you. So what I've been trying to do, as I said, is to not automatically go return that, but maybe save them at least for a couple weeks so I can do this video and share with you the things that also didn't work for me. I know that you guys like to hear what works, but I also know that you sometimes like to hear what didn't work. So the plan is to do my favorites first, and then I will show you the couple of fails that I had in March. So I think I'm gonna start with this Sigma E40 tapered blending brush. I have seen so many YouTubers use this particular brush, and I never purchased it because I have so many other crease blending brushes. I think that's what this one is called, tapered blending. I have so many blending brushes already. I thought, well, why do I need, what's so special about that one? It's just a blending brush. I have other similar ones like this one. I believe it's an old Laura Mercier one, but if you can see, this one is more rounded and this one is almost like a cone shape. It's wider on top and then tapers, whereas most of my blending brushes are kind of ovally, like football shaped on top. And Sigma has actually sent me some brushes in the past. So I was watching a tutorial recently and the YouTuber used this, and she had somewhat hooded eyes like I do. And I'm always looking for the best brushes for hooded eyes, not only for myself, but to share with you guys when I find them. So I saw her use this brush and I looked through my stash of so many brushes and I didn't have this one. So I ordered it online and I really do love it. There is something about when you pick up the right brush and you start working with it and all of a sudden it's like, oh, birds are singing, and you're like, wow, this really does make a difference. I know some people don't really believe in brushes. They think that they don't matter, but I'm here to tell you that they really, really do. And this one, for my hooded eye, when I want to do a real blown out crease color, or if I'm working with a lot of detail on the outer corners and I want to blend it to look softer so there's no harsh edges, this is the one I have been reaching for since I got it 2 weeks ago. I'm just obsessed with it. I'm probably gonna order at least one more. It's kind of like how I felt about the MAC 217 years ago. I own 3 or 4 of those, and I'm probably gonna end up owning 3 or 4 of this. Next up is the Sunlit bronzer from Becca in the shade Bronzed Bondi. This is such a stunning product. And how I discovered this bronzer was I was given a card, I think it was in a Sephora order of mine months ago, just one of those almost like postcard looking things, and there was a little piece of plastic that you could lift up and there was a blush and a bronzer, this little sample. And one was, I can't remember the name of the blush, but I did end up buying it. And I loved the bronzer. God, what was the name of the blush? And I was so close to buying the bronzer too because I just loved it. It has the tiniest bit of sheen to it, but it's not glittery. And I just used it with a big fluffy brush, and I would do my standard 3 on this side, 3 on this side, and it just gave me a beautiful glow, and it was the right color for my skin. You know how hard that is to find the right color bronzer. Sometimes they're too brown, or they're too taupe, or they're too orange. And what happened was I was on the website Actually. I'm sure you've heard other YouTubers talk about it. It's basically a website that YouTubers like myself that aren't sent, you know, a ton of PR, we can go and have products sent to us free, and all that's required of us is that we give an honest review. So I was looking on Actually. I haven't used it in months, but I was looking on it and I saw this there. And I was immediately so excited. I'm like, okay, I gotta order this. I hope they'll approve me for this, because I remember just loving it so much, and I couldn't recall the exact name of the one I used, but Bronzed Bondi like kind of stuck out in my head, so that's one I ordered, hoping it would be the right one. And they sent it to me pretty quickly, and yep, it's just what I remember. It is beautiful. Becca's products, I've talked about them so much on my channel. I am such a fan overall of the line. I think they're a great brand. They have some excellent products, and I just love how creamy this is. I have it on today. I'm gonna be using it in a tutorial very, very soon so look for that. I'm gonna be doing a like spring summery type of makeup. I know it's not very summery where a lot of you live, but I'm so excited. It's gonna be in the mid 80s this weekend here in Vegas. I'm going to be turning my pool heater on for the first time this year so we can use it over the weekend. So next up is this Essence blush in Satin Coral. And it is a beautiful pigmented coral. Corally peach, I would say. I do have it on. It's completely matte. It is just the perfect peach blush. If you like peachy blushes, and I love these shades pretty much all year round. I was gonna say spring and summer, but I wear these colors all year round. I just love a good peach. And this one, again, super pigmented. It's smooth. It lasts all day on my oily skin. And I think I paid $3 or $4 for it at Ulta. So next up is a palette I just talked about in my first impressions video, and I gave it a thumbs up in my first impressions, and I'm still giving it a thumbs up. It is the Violet Voss Pro Holy Grail eyeshadow palette, and I'm wearing it once again today. This is not the same look that I did in that first impressions video, but I'll link that or put it somewhere in this frame if you want to go check that out. A tutorial with this palette. I wanted to play with different colors every single day. I didn't want to always use the same colors, and I'm just loving it. I was a little concerned because I already own so many warm palettes that it wouldn't be one that I would buy it, wear it, use it once or twice, and then put it in the drawer with a lot of my other palettes that don't get a lot of love. But every single day I've been wanting to reach for this. Maybe it's just because I've wanted to experiment with other colors, but the only thing this palette is missing for me is a black. And I know not everybody cares about having a black shade in a palette, but I do. That makes it, to me, that makes it 100% versatile, because maybe I want to line my upper lash line with a shadow versus a pencil, or versus a liquid or gel, or sometimes if it's a night look, I like to take the black and just smudge it in the outer corner. Today I just used the brown in the outer corner, but I like to just do that final step of smudging out the eyeliner or adding a little bit of black in the outer V. But other than it missing that, there's great transition colors in here. There's great under the brow shades. The mattes are really pigmented and buttery. I can definitely see this palette being a favorite for a very long time. Now I want to talk about lashes. So many people have asked me what my favorite lashes are for someone with smaller hooded eyes. You see a lot of these YouTubers wearing these lashes that are so enormous, and yeah, they look beautiful in Instagram photos, and a lot of times these YouTubers, you look at, they makes the whole look. It just changes the whole look and they look gorgeous. And I've ordered those lashes thinking, oh, they'll look just as gorgeous on me, and I put them on and it's a mess. And I'm going to show you a couple that were not good that I recently ordered based off of a YouTuber that just did not work so well for me. So I've come to learn that I do best with styles that are longer on the end. And of course, I always trim my lashes. So you know what, I'm gonna talk about that after I show you the favorite lashes. My favorite kind of evening lash lately has been the one I have on now. It's the Koko Honey Bee Lash. So what I was trying to say a minute ago is that I like when the lashes go from very small in the inner corner and then gradually get longer. But even if they go and they get longer, if they get shorter again towards the end, I usually cut off about, I would say, a good centimeter and a half of the lash. So what that does is it makes it so it's smaller and gradually gets bigger, and it kind of wings out on the end. Some lashes out there that have longer pieces in the center, and those just don't really work that well on me. Now, some of you might be thinking, honeybee, that sounds familiar. Why does that sound familiar? Well, these are the smaller, less dramatic version of the queen bees that a lot of YouTubers influencers like Luster Locks, aka Katie, Desi Perkins, quite a few others have been raving about for a couple of years now. They have been known to wear the queen bees a lot, and I do love those, but those are super dramatic. So when I saw that recently they came out with these honeybees, I jumped on them. They're comfortable, they look pretty. Yeah, love these for nighttime, and they're really affordable too. I ordered mine, I think from Lady Moss, and they might have been, I want to say like $6 or $8. Of course, I will put the correct price in the description, or somewhere in this video will have the correct price. So last month in my favorites video, I showed you guys a pair of earrings that I was absolutely loving, the Melissa Lovey Serenas. I still absolutely love them, but those are in like a silver tone, and I wanted something in a gold tone. I chose those earrings because I felt like I could wear them with so many different outfits, dress them up, dress them down. And I was walking by the Kendra Scott store and I saw these in the window, and I felt the same way about them. I thought these would go well with so many different outfits. And I'm gonna take one out, obviously, so I can show you closer. So I will put the link with the name of these in the description. And these are actually the rose gold. They came in silver, gold, and rose gold. I know they look gold, but they're actually rose gold. The actual gold color was really gold. It was, I don't know, I just didn't like it as much as I liked these. This is like a muted gold. I don't see much rose in them, so I'm not really sure why they call them rose gold. So if you're trying to match it up with like a rose gold necklace or a rose gold bracelet, I don't know if they would actually match up because the rose in this is very, very subtle. These are super lightweight. I can wear them all day, and I've received so many compliments on them. Okay, remember a couple of minutes ago I was talking about ordering lashes based on what I've seen on a YouTuber and then receiving them and being kind of bummed because they were just way too dramatic and overpowering for my eyes? Well, that happened this month. I love, love, love Nikkia Joy. I love her videos. I think she's so talented and seems so genuine and sweet. And when she came out with lashes, a lot of people were asking me, because she does hooded eye videos, they were asked, and allegedly these lashes were created for women or for people with hooded eyes. I was asked to purchase some, and I didn't because I already own so many lashes and I just didn't want to spend any more money on new lashes, and they're coming from Australia. I knew it was going to take a while. But then I saw she came out with these new styles, and that was another thing. The styles didn't really appeal to me for some reason. I just wasn't like loving them. So I saw that she came out with these newer ones. They're faux mink, but on her they looked amazing. And so I picked up Charlotte. These are already trimmed, so unfortunately they're not going to look exactly the way they come. Hopefully they won't fall out of the package, but this is Charlotte. And as you can see, the packaging is really nice. The case is nice and sturdy. The logo, everything about this cover is really nice and upscale. This is Anna, and I loved these on Nikkia. And as you can see, they do have that shorter inner corner that goes to the flare on the outer corner. Hopefully you can see. Oh, they keep falling down when I try to do this, but yeah. Anyway, no matter how I trim these, they are just too dramatic for me. If I were going to maybe a black tie event, I might put them on, but I don't know. I used I think she had a promo code at the time for 15% off, so I think they were about $20 each, which isn't horrible. I paid more, I paid less. The shipping, I think, was free, and it took about 2 weeks to get to me from Australia. So I was a little bummed that the two styles I got just really didn't work that well for me, but a viewer had recommended that I try, she has these, I guess, much more subtle styles that I probably should have tried first. So I'm gonna look into those. So I'm not giving up on the lashes just yet. This is just a warning to anybody who wants to try lashes, maybe wants to try a more dramatic pair. These are super dramatic. I do want to make sure that I'm clear on the fact that these lashes are not bad. They're not bad quality. They didn't fall apart. As I said, the packaging is beautiful. They feel beautiful. The style was just a fail for me this month. My next fail is another product that I showed in my most recent first impressions video. I gave it several more tries and it still does not work for me. It is the LA Girl Pro Matte HD High Definition Longwear Foundation. I wanted to love this because it's matte and I'm super oily. It is long wearing, high coverage supposedly. So I was so excited to try it. Unfortunately, the shade range is not great. I picked up the shade Natural, which was about the fourth one down on the display as far as what I thought would be light to darkest. But if you watch my first impressions video, you'll see that it's really light. In the lighting where I filmed that video, it seemed to match okay, but when I put it over my entire face, it just washed me out. It didn't have the full coverage that I was hoping to have from this, and I'm okay. As I've said recently, I'm moving more towards medium coverage, at least for every day. But this one, it was just strange. It just would adhere to some places and not to others. And yes, I did try it with a primer and it really didn't help. I know some people commented that they purchased it and they loved it, but you know, that's just par for the course. There isn't any foundation out there that 100% of the people that try it are gonna love. You're always gonna have some people that love it and some people that hate it. As I said, I gave this several tries. It just didn't work for me. So that'll do it for March 2018's favorites and fails. As always, I hope that you liked it. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I would love to have you as part of the Risa Does Makeup family. You can also follow me on Instagram and Snapchat and Facebook and Twitter. All of those things are under the same name, Risa Does Makeup. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon.